Hey, Mellow Cupcakes. Got a great story. William and the Missing Masterpiece. Hope you like this adventure. Here we go. William, international cat of mystery, was planning a vacation when he was interrupted by a telephone call. On the line was Monsieur Gaillard from a museum in Paris. A terrible thing has happened, he shouted. Our most famous painting, the Mona Cheesa, has been stolen. The timing couldn't be worse. It's National Cheese Week, and my museum has planned to hold an exhibit in its honor. William, can you help us find the missing masterpiece, please? William agreed to come and help and began packing his bags. His vacation would just have to wait. So they called William to come help find this missing painting. It was been stolen. The Mona Cheesa. Soon William was in Paris, the city of arts and cheese. He headed to the museum to get to work on his case. So William came to Paris and was getting ready to start his case. Find out what happened to the Mona Cheesa painting. William arrived at the scene of the crime. Monsieur Gaillard showed him the museum's fine paintings and the gap where the Mona Cheesa used to hang. No suspects were seen, he said, and no evidence has been found. I fear we have lost the Mona Cheesa forever. It seemed that William had his work cut out for him. Monsieur Gaillard is so upset. There's no evidence, and it's disappeared. The Mona Cheesa had been stolen. William examined the room. At first, there didn't seem to be much evidence. On closer inspection, however, William found a small hole in the baseboard, a strand of red yarn. This was all very perplexing. William decided to call on two of his artist friends, Fifi Labrie and Henry Rochefort, to see if they had any bright ideas. So he looked around the museum and he found a hole in the baseboard, some red yarn, but he decided to go see his friends to see if they had any ideas to help him solve this mystery. Alas, Fifi and Henry couldn't help. We've been busy preparing for a painting competition which opens tonight at the museum, said Henry. Do come to see if we win, said Fifi. Please. So they had no ideas on how to help him, but they wanted him to come to the event that night. They were in a competition to see if they could win. The Ministry of Cheese cordially invites you to the HOMAGE to FROMAGE annual art gala. A trophy and a year's supply of cheese for the winner. William decided to go. Perhaps somebody at the event would have some information about the missing masterpiece. Meanwhile, he had all afternoon to ponder the case. But first it was time for lunch. He set off to his favorite cafe. William was just taking a digestive pause from his meal when an unusual character caught his eye. The shady figure was wearing a hat and a bright red wool scarf, which seemed strange on such a sunny, warm day, and was carrying a large package. William decided to see what this shady figure was up to. So they're having a competition that night, and he saw a shady figure right here walk by him. And he said, what is going on? Meanwhile, William used one of his best disguises to make sure he stayed hidden while he kept an eye on things. He watched the shady figure enter a costume store, then leave with another mysterious package. So here's William looking through a newspaper with holes in it to see what was going on. He could see them, but they couldn't see that he was looking. He sneakily followed the shady figure down the street, through the park, and over the bridge. But before William could find out where he was going, so he followed the shady figure down the street, through the park, over the bridge, into the traffic. Before he could find out where he was going, he lost him in the traffic. How frustrating. Suddenly William realized that he was late for Henry Rochefort and Fifi Labrie's events. Luckily, he saw that the museum was just across the street. He headed straight inside. He would continue his investigation tomorrow. So he lost his shady figure, but he remembered that he had an event to go to for his friends, the competition. Inside, William met Monsieur Gaillard, who was judging the competition, and his friends Henry and Fifi. They showed William their paintings and explained that quite a stir had been made by a surprise last-minute entry. "It's a wonderful painting," said Monsieur Gaillard, "but nobody has heard of this artist before." William stared hard at the new painting. Something about it seemed very familiar. So he got to the event, and his friends told him that someone had entered a new painting, and they didn't know who the artist was. William thought back over his day and began to piece together the clues. There had been the yarn, the hole in the baseboard, the shady figure carrying a large package, the costume store, the mysterious painting, and the prize, a year's supply of cheese, William exclaimed. Cheese! We thought over all the clues, the yarn, the baseboard, the painting, and what the prize would be. A year's supply of cheese. Monsieur Gaillard was just about to announce that the mystery painter had won the competition when William stepped forward. "Wait!" he shouted. "The artist is a fraud." With that, he peeled off the painting's cunning disguise to reveal the Mona Cheesa. The crowd gasped in surprise. "Stop that man," William ordered as he suddenly spotted the shady figure in the audience trying to make a getaway. "Stop that figure." So he showed them, he peeled off the mustache that they had on the painting and said, "This is a Mona Cheesa. Stop that figure. Stop that shady figure." William tugged at the shady figure's red wool scarf, and the mystery of the missing masterpiece finally unraveled. "This is no artist," cried William triumphantly. "This is a band of cheese-grating mice. They robbed the Mona Cheesa and smuggled it out of the museum through a hole in the baseboard, then disguised it so they could enter in the competition to win a year's supply of cheese." So look, he pulled off the scarf, and they saw it was a band of greedy mice looking to win the competition for cheese. Everybody was delighted with William's discovery. Monsieur Gaillard had the Mona Cheesa back. Fifi Labrie and Henry Rochefort won joint first prize at the HOMAGE to FROMAGE, and William could finally take his much-deserved vacation. The police on hunt to trap picture-pinching mice. So they published it in the newspaper. They were trying to find the mice that had stolen the Mona Cheesa. Finn. So here's William on his much-needed vacation, finally. The end. Hope you enjoyed it.